So for the last 9 to 10 years, I've been doing a lot of commercial video work, and I've done some jobs with other creators who are using wireless video transmission systems. Now, for my personal needs and the jobs I was doing at the time, it was never a piece of gear that I needed to invest in up until a couple of months ago. So in the back of my mind, I've been researching and just kind of thinking about picking up a transmission system that would not only make my workflow easier, but it would allow my clients and anybody else on my team to be able to monitor the footage being recorded on said jobs. So today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the Shimbol TP Mini wireless video transmission system. Inside the box, we get a couple of things. Now, the kit you buy will vary on price. I bought a specific version, and I'll link that down in the description. There it is, the Shimbol TP Mini, 1 transmitter, 1 receiver, 2 MPF 550 lithium batteries, and a digital battery charger. So just a generic MPF battery charger. Also, additionally for this, you're going to need 1 additional accessory. I picked up a 0.3 meter HDMI cable. So HDMI to HDMI. I will also link this down in the description as well. Let's go ahead and open the Shimbol TP Mini. So in the box, you're greeted with a little card. It's got the company website and user manual on it. On the back it says, "Thank you for your support. We are committed to providing you with better service. If you have questions or concerns, please contact us through the following methods." And then they have social media pages. Next, you get a little instruction manual. Just gonna go over the features, parameters of the product, and then product description. Next, we get the stickers for the TP Mini. Now, the reason I bought this kit was because I personally not a huge fan of the dragon look on the original Shimbol TP Mini, so when I found out that they offered a version where you could optionally add the stickers, I chose that route because I want something that looks clean. So here are the Shimbol TP Mini. As you can see, they are red, just like the original version. But now you get a solid, nice, clean face without the distraction of the sticker. Just gives it a bit more of a professional look and appearance. Here's your tray for your 550 battery. On one side, we get the HDMI in, HDMI out, and our USB 5-volt cable. You get a 1/4-20 thread on the bottom of this one. On this side, we get a play and a stop button, as well as our on-off switch. So that is our transmitter. On this one, we get same thing, play button, stop button, on-off. Clean face. These are metal, by the way. HDMI out, and a USB-C 5-volt, as well as 1/4-20 on the bottom. MPF 550 battery tray. On the receiver, you can optionally jump the video feed from one monitor to another. So if you wanted to connect your feed to a larger TV or something of that nature, you have the option to do so. So there is our transmitter and receiver. And then last thing you get in the box is going to be your USB-C to USB-A cable. You're going to use this for charging your devices. You might even be able to power this if you're using a battery bank that way, so you could power your transmitter that way, possibly. That is everything in the box. I'm gonna go ahead and just open up the other items real quick. We get our battery charger and our cable, also USB-C. And then we get our two Sony MPF 550 batteries. Now these are not Sony branded batteries, they are just generic copies. That's what they look like. So you get two of those. And last but not least, the HDMI cable. So we're gonna go back up top. I'm going to set this stuff up and we'll go from there. So I got the transmitter and everything hooked up. Real quick, I'm going to show you. So here is the camera. We got the transmitter running via HDMI to the camera, as you can see there. We got a battery on the back of it. So there's that side. And then here is our monitor wirelessly running. We have our MPF 970 and the receiver on the back of the monitor. So this is why you're going to need the two HDMI cables, so you can just tether your receiver to your monitor like that. We're gonna go ahead and power this on and see how it looks. So right now, the video might cut out. I don't know if it's gonna stop recording this, so we're gonna test this. So I'm going to go ahead and just turn on the monitor real quick. So there's the monitor. So we're getting a feed, and I'm going to switch on the transmitter and the receiver. If you're recording, when you connect these and turn them on and it switches from the viewfinder on the camera to the field monitor, it is going to stop your recording. Just be aware. As you can see there, when it restarted, it wasn't recording. So the continuous recording does not apply to this transmission system. I don't know if that's like that across the board, but overall, I think this is a pretty affordable setup, and the latency doesn't look to be too bad on it. At least from a viewing standpoint. I don't know if you're doing faster motion, if that's going to have a degradation quality in how responsive the video feed transmission is, or your surroundings. If you're in a heavily saturated Wi-Fi environment, there might be some interference issues. But from the video I'm recording right now, what you're seeing, the latency doesn't seem to be very noticeable, if any at all, which is actually surprising. So again, Shimbol TP Mini. Here is the back of the transmitter. And it's just plugged into the monitor there. That is the Shimbol TP Mini. Now I can just set this up here on the desk. So if I'm using a longer lens, like say the RF 50mm, or I want to throw a cine lens on here and I'm shooting at 85 and the camera's got to be way far away. Now this gives me a reliable viewing source that can be close to my face or my client's face or whatever application I'm using this for, to be able to make sure everything's framed right, everything's in focus, and the shot's going to be good the first time, and I'm not going to have to resequence anything. So again, this is the Shimbol TP Mini wireless video transmission system. With that being said, I'm going to put links down to this kit in the description if you guys want to check this out, along with the accessories I purchased for this system. If you guys are not subscribed, I highly encourage you guys to go down below, hit that subscribe button, maybe share this video, give it a thumbs up, and turn on the bell for post notifications. If you're not subscribed, that's the best way to be notified anytime I upload content like this. camera gear wise, just whatever. So with that being said, I want to thank you all for watching. We will see you next time.